Lola Wanders, Episode 2. The sound above the ceiling. The dark had weight. Not the soft kind that wraps around you like a blanket, but the kind that sits on your skin, cold and listening. The lamp sputtered once, weakly, then died for good. The storm outside pressed its palm against the window, rattling the thin glass. Lola didn't move. For a long moment, she simply stood there, letting her breath fall into slow, quiet pieces. The footsteps she'd heard moments ago had stopped, but the air still felt crowded, as if whoever had been pacing was now leaning in, waiting for her next mistake. Her hand found the pendant at her neck. The metal was icy. A sharp crack sounded overhead, with bending under sudden weight. Dust drifted down in a thin line from the ceiling, settling on the charcoal sketch at her feet. Lola stepped backward instinctively, her boot brushing the edge of the paper. The drawing shifted, and something flickered beneath it. She bent down carefully, eyes never leaving the ceiling. Under the sketchbook page was another sheet, slightly torn at the corner. A message, written messy and fast, as if the writer hadn't wanted to get caught. "Don't look up." Lola froze. Another long creak echoed above her, slow and deliberate. She clenched her jaw. Whoever wrote the warning, they had been in this room. Recently. Maybe minutes ago. Maybe still nearby. Lightning flashed outside, lighting the room for a single white-hot second. And in that flash, Lola saw it. A square outline on the ceiling. A crawlspace door, barely visible in the dark, but unmistakably ajar, as though pushed from the inside. The lamp flickered one last time, a dying heartbeat of light. She whispered, barely audible,
"No."
Because someone shifted behind the crawlspace door. Not moving toward her, but retreating, back into the dark space above the ceiling. Then silence. Thick, heavy, unnatural silence. The storm roared outside, but inside the room, not a sound. Lola forced her breathing steady, grabbed her backpack, and unlocked the door with trembling fingers. The hallway beyond was dim, the yellow bulbs flickering like nervous thoughts. She stepped out carefully, closing the door behind her with the softest click. Halfway down the hallway, a cold draft swept past her ankles, like someone walking by in a hurry. But no one was there. She tightened her grip on her backpack strap. The front office was still empty, the bell still silent, the storm swelling louder. And then she noticed something she swore hadn't been there before. The motel ledger book, old, cracked, covered in dust, now sat open on the counter. Only one name was written inside. Lola Wanders. Checked in tonight. Checked out. The dash extended across the page, trailing off into a shaky line, as if the writer had been interrupted or dragged away.